Hi guys, and welcome to your Thursday, May 14th, Stronger Together workout. Your workout for today is going to be interval training of max reps of dumbbell push presses, and then max reps jumping lunges, and max reps of either a crab walk or a crab hold. You will be doing 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest through all of that, and it'll be a total again of 5 rounds. For your warm-up, we're gonna start with either 35 jumping jacks, right? So nice and easy. You're gonna do that, or you can start by doing 100 single unders. If for your single unders, if you're doing that, just work on trying to take out that second jump and nice and tall, right? Nice and easy in the middle. Don't mess up. Your next warm-up movement will be 5 push-ups to downward dog. So you're gonna walk yourself out into that push-up, do a push-up, right? Give me 5, and at the last one, you're gonna press back into a downward dog. Your other option is just to do push-up, depending on how tight you are. Downward dog, push-up, downward dog, and do that 5 times. You can do either option. If your hamstrings are really tight from the previous 2 workouts, then I highly suggest doing the push-up straight into a downward dog, push-up, downward dog option. Your next movement is going to be 10 hollow rocks. So you have 2 options with your hollow rocks. The hardest version, RX version of this, is a regular hollow rock where your hands are next to your ears, or arms are next to your ears, and you're trying to touch the ground, or get as close to the ground with your heels but not touch, right? Almost touch but not. Now, if that's too difficult for you, you've actually 2 other options. You could do bent knees, right, with the hands up by the ears, or you could do your hands forward of your body. After your hollow rocks, you're going to do walking lunges or stationary lunges, depending on how much space you have. If you're doing walking lunges, make sure that you are stepping nice and wide, shoulder width, right? Get down only with the back knee kissing the ground. If you lose your balance though, remember we talked about this yesterday, right? If I'm caving, I'd much rather you just go to a shallow lunge and step back, or you could even do step back lunges, right? That's another option for you. You're gonna cycle through all of those movements for 8 minutes. So it's basically gonna be an 8-minute AMRAP, but you're gonna move at just a steady, consistent pace, right? This is a warm-up, not a workout. So today it's dumbbell push presses. So dumbbell push press looks like this. My dumbbells start on my shoulders. I'm going to dip, and when I dip, the weight is in the midfoot to heel. I'm looking forward, and my chest is upright. I'm not leaning forward. From here, I drive out of my legs and press overhead with my dumbbells and my arms stay nice and close. So the first thing that we're gonna work on is just the dip and the hold. So if you have lighter dumbbells, obviously use them just to practice. I'm working on my elbows up to keep my chest up, and I'm just dipping and working on staying vertical in my chest here. My knees are driving out. And then from here, I'm just gonna stand and dip and stand. And I'll do 5 of those. Then I'm gonna add a drive. So it's gonna be dip, drive, dip, drive, dip, drive. And I'll do 5 of those. After that, I'll go into the full movement. So dip, drive, and press overhead. Dip, drive, and press overhead. And I'll do 5 of those. The other 2 movements that are in your workout today are jumping lunges and a crab walk. All right, so for your jumping lunges, what a jumping lunge should look like is this. You should just drive down, right? And I'm not really slamming my back knee off of the ground, right? I'm nice and calm and collected. Now, again, if you cannot maintain your core and keeping your hip or your knee from slamming into the ground, you should then just do regular step back lunges or forward stepping lunges. It's your choice, okay? So you need to practice that before the workout. I highly recommend doing a couple rounds of just some movement prep with that to figure out which is gonna be a best option for you in this workout today. Your next movement is gonna be crab walks. So for your crab walks, you need to make sure that you put your hands in a position where your wrist is the most comfortable. All right, I know everybody has different issues with their wrist, so find what works for you on this one. There's not really a exact way with the hands. But what you want to focus on here is trying to keep your hips as high as you can throughout the entire movement. Obviously, as you get tired, your hips are going to drop, but you want to fight them to the sky as much as possible. So, crab walk looks like this. I lift my hips high, I keep my arms nice and close to my body, and I'm walking myself right across the mat. Now, If you don't have the space to do that, or it bothers your wrist too much to do this, you can just do a hold in the workout today and hold for as long as you can. So accumulated hold, it basically is a tabletop hold where I'm lifting my hips. Now if I drop my head back, that's actually gonna work my shoulders even more. So you get to choose which you prefer in this movement today. All right, but I recommend the head dropping back, get the extra burn in the shoulders. Okay, so again, your workout is going to be 5 rounds, all right? And each round is going to consist of 3 different stations of 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. Your first station is going to be the max rep dumbbell push presses, right? So dip, drive, right? You're doing as many as you can for 40 seconds. This is meant to be a sprint, so please choose a weight that allows you to move through that pretty consistently. I don't want you to have like a weight where you can only get like 5 reps, right? After that, you're gonna go into 40 seconds of jumping lunges. After that, you'll do 40 seconds of either the crab walk or the crab tabletop hold, all right? And again, you're doing that for 5 rounds. You're going for max reps. Each time it should be a sprint, okay? I want you to really just maximize that 20 seconds of rest so that you're going into the next station with as much energy as possible to get through it. Now, as far as reps go and keeping consistency, that's what we're looking for here. So try as hard as you can, whatever you have in round 1, and this is not to sham round 1, Brian Cantley. Make sure you actually work hard in round 1 and then try to maintain those reps or stay as close to them as possible. For your cool down today, guys, we have a longer stretching session. Okay, so you're gonna start with a double quad stretch. So you're gonna sit back onto your heels, right? And from here, you can, if this is a good enough stretch for you, stay here, right? If you can go back to your hands, go there. And if you can drop all the way down to your elbows, which I'm not gonna try right now because I'm totally tight from doing today's workout. But if you can get down onto your elbows or lay flat on the ground, go for that as well. After that, you're gonna go into a happy puppy stretch. For happy puppy stretch, you're gonna get on your hands and knees, all right? And from here, you're gonna keep your hips where they are and walk your hands forward and drive your chest down towards the ground, okay? And you're gonna hold this for 1 minute. So you can move around here. You can even kind of shift to one side or look, I like to look under my armpit, right, on each side and get a little extra stretch in the side that I'm twisting away from. After that, you'll do a minute of pigeon on each leg. So again, pigeon stretch, one leg goes forward. You can sit tall here if you prefer, or if you have the ability to go down right to the ground, you can do that as well. You'll hold for a minute on the right side and then a minute on the left side. Your next stretch is gonna be a supine twist, right? So you're gonna lay back. You're gonna bring your one knee up, bring that right knee up, bring it over your left leg, and you're trying as hard as you can to, as you push this leg towards the ground, on this side of your body, you're trying to push yourself and look in the opposite direction to get a good spinal twist here, okay? You'll hold this for 1 minute on this side, and then you'll do 1 minute on the other side. After that, you're gonna go into a straddle stretch, so feet wide. I am not as flexible as Jenna here, all right? From here, you're gonna hold for 20 seconds on the right. You'll do 20 seconds in the middle, and then 20 seconds on the left side, all right? Last movement is child's pose. So from here, the last stretch, you're gonna sit yourself back onto your heels and then just hinge forward. You can also kind of widen your legs here and just sit down between your legs, right? It's your choice on this one, but you wanna get a nice stretch here. You can walk your hands over to one side to deepen the stretch along the right, and then walk your hands over to the right to deepen the stretch along your left side. All right, and again, you're gonna do that for a minute. You will go through all of those movements 2 times, all right? And finally, if you have a roller at home, I highly recommend taking some time to just do a roll out of your T-spine, as well as your hamstrings and your quads. If you have any questions as far as the workout for today, reach out to your coaches, reach out to us. We are more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. We hope you guys enjoy it, and we will see you in class. Bye.